5 p.m. we'll be here at the Presley, 4545 North Lincoln Boulevard, Oklahoma City. Those of you who are going to come on live right at 5, we will be featuring all of the King Hulk and Queen Hulk paraphernalia, our clothing line, some of the stuff that I will be wearing in the future, like all of my kingly garments, which just got in on yesterday. This is one of them. When you see me wearing this, that means I'm in my king mode, like for real. Some of these things I will sell. Some of them will not be for sale. They was only going to be made for me and my design. So I got a few pieces that I will. Like Louis Vuitton, I will sell. This one I also have a Versace one that I will also sell. Not this exact one, but I can maybe get it in different sizes. So if you have a man of your life, young man of your life, a nephew, son, you yourself might be a king, and you want to be able to sort of dress it in some really nice things that you can be able to put your hands in your pocket and be able to wear, and people are going to give you mad respect because of the kind of presentation that you presented. And to all y'all that's asking, why do I wear the diamond rings and wear the gold necklaces with the diamonds? The earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof, and they that dwell therein. All of the raw material that's in the earth was made and designed not for God but for mankind. Certain ones of us that have reached the status of royalty in your community, among yourself, or however you want to consider it to be, have the right to do so. This also represents wealth that I'm going to pass down to my next generation, to my children, and also to my grandchildren. It also represents the wealth of what I'm building and what I'm establishing to be a part of the life that I live now. It doesn't take away from any other thing or anybody else. I know some rappers do it. I know some people who are trying to get the shine and get clout and get television coverage or some more likes or whatever. That's why they do it. I don't do it for that reason. I wear it to show that there is wealth that's with the group of people that I'm with, and that we also are making moves because everyone knows that the dollar is backed by the gold, and diamonds also have great value. So as much gold as you can collect, as much diamonds you can get, even without being a king, even without being a royal, then you can be able to do so. But even if you want to read biblically and you also want to read from history, from historical, there's always been gold and jewelry that was buried with the king, and also that was left for his kingdom, for his heirs, and for the wealth of the treasury to be able to have, so they can go and buy and make sure that everyone is taken care of that was underneath their rule. So I am building something with my family, with my children, not no weirdo stuff. I'm black, I am sanctified, Holy Ghost filled, fire baptized, Pentecostal, apostolic man, that yet God is still using in that vein. But because I read Bible, I study Bible, I'm a scholar of the word, I also know that while I'm collecting food and water, I'm also supposed to be collecting rubies, diamonds, and gold. Y'all really been mad at Solomon because that man had fleets of ships of gold coming, so that when he built God's house, and anyone who's been to my church, we have excellent, from the paint to the carpet to the ceiling to everything that's in there is of great value. Actually, what's in our church is of a greater value than any of the houses that I know that the members of our church go to. The reason is because we're going to always put the best in God's house before we ever put it in our house. But we're not going to neglect our house like we don't neglect God's house. Those of you that don't subscribe with it, the Bible says this about you: the poor will be with us always. I'm not going to just be one of them that's poor. I live that life, don't like the life. You can't even help nobody else when you're sitting there struggling and can't help yourself. So stop thinking that people just want money for vanity. No. If I was to keep all the money that I have and that I collect on a monthly basis, I would be 10 times more. You would see me everywhere on every television network. I would buy network stations just to be able to do so. But I give and I give and I give, so that way I know that I become a conduit that God can use to be a blessing to other people. Don't mean that everyone who asks for a handout that I end up giving it. I don't give handouts to handouts. I give handouts. In other words, I teach a person how to come out of the situation that they're in. If they're really hungry, I'll feed them. If they're naked, I clothe them. I've given over almost $7,000 worth of clothes to someone that I knew that was trying to get back on their feet. They didn't have to worry about a startup. I gave them their startup. Blessed them tremendously, right? Some things I gave to people, some of them used it and didn't do it right. Not my fault. My job is to sow it and to give it. Like I tell you all, Don't worry about what the preacher or what a person do, or your family member, your brother, your dad, or your mom does. Once you're able to give them something, that's their business. Your job is to release it. Their job is to do right by it. If not, God will put in your heart not to ever bless them again, right? So these are some of the things that when I'm kind of building this platform and dealing with women and dealing with you all women to try to restore, I'm trying to bring a different understanding, not a new teaching, but a greater understanding of what we've already been partakers of, already been hearing, but misapplying certain scriptures, certain knowledge of the books, certain things of historical references and righteous living that we're not really even living. And it is my burden, the cross that I bear, to make sure that I do my part, not to only teach and talk, but also to show and display and then repeat it in your life. My level of success is how much do you learn, how much do you apply, then how much are you able to teach someone else. If I'm not doing good at teaching you how to become a teacher to others, then I am not successful. This does not make me successful. This brought me to the knowledge of who I am. What makes me successful, can I pass it down? Not only to you all, but my sons and my daughter knows about it. My grandchildren are learning about it. Now my job is also to bring this information to you. You all are saying that you're queens. What is your dowry worth? If you're saying that you're a queen and you have less than $100,000 in access or assets, you're not a queen. Or you're the brokest queen on planet Earth. We don't want you like that. That's a misrepresentation. Everyone is not a king. Unfortunately, everyone's not a queen. Just because you're a good woman doesn't make you a queen. Just because you're a good man doesn't make you a king. You need to really study your genealogy. You need to study math. You need to study science. You need to study all that you can about what you're saying that you're about to walk into. Because, beloved, let me share something with you. Your language has to be kingly and queenly. Your demeanor. Those you all that's this about your own personal look. I look good for the kingdom's sake. I don't look good for my sake, because my looks came from James and Darlene, my mother and my father. That's where it came from. My skin tone, my hair texture, all of that came from them. My height. What came from me is how I take care of this temple to make sure that the spirit that lives in me, which is the Spirit of God, is something that can be used to be able to be a blessing to other people. So while you're sitting up here trying to put your front lace weave on, your makeup from some, and I know y'all gonna say, it ain't for nobody else. I'm too degreed and I've lived too long to know that that's a bunch of crap. You don't just dress for yourself, boo. You also dress for the man that's in your life, or the potential man that's in your life, because you don't mind having compliments. Nothing wrong with that. It doesn't make you arrogant, conceited. It makes you human. Welcome to humanity. You also dress because of your girlfriend or your friends that you're hanging around. You don't want to be the raggedest one in the group, so you want to do your front leg. While you're doing that, understand that that means nothing if the inside is not as beautiful or even more beautiful than the outside. While you're making up all the stuff on the outside, cutting and adding all the stuff, make sure you do that inside also too. What really gives me my attractiveness to anyone is never my clothes. This is what catches their attention. But what keeps their attention is my glow. G-L-O-W. Some of y'all call it vibrations and energy and all that. I got you. That's just the new age stuff for saying the anointing and the glow of God. The glory of God is in my life, right? So because of that, I am not so heavenly bound that I'm no earthly good. That's why I do the dance. That's why I do that. And the King Hulk sign. To let y'all know, as deep as I am in the pulpit, as gracious as I am in the community and feed the hungry, clothe the naked, and even trying to, even right now, buy a car for someone who's struggling getting to work to take care of their family. Buy a house for someone who's going from pillar to post because they don't have enough credit or they don't have enough money to be able to have a place to call home. So we're not trying to buy these things and have someone to buy them back from us. No, we're trying to get these things and be a blessing to somebody. So while you sit there thinking what you know, you don't know everything that you think until you labor. And the word labor means work with me. Stop always hitting me up for something on some bullhorn. Ask me how to be involved with what we're really doing. Ask me how can you be a help. What can you donate? What does your coin? What's your pocket like to be able to be a blessing to somebody else? Because this stuff is not done for free, ladies and gentlemen. None of it is. So while you want to be involved, do you? Well, how involved do you want to be? Because when you come over here, it's not about you. Your perception, you would think that it's about me. Anyone who walks with me will tell you, I open doors for other folk. I don't let nobody open the door for me. I feed first everyone. I eat second or last. I never take the first bite. I never take the last bite. I make sure that you're comfortable, even if I have to be uncomfortable. I will always stand when there's a woman present and there's one seat left. So while you're thinking I'm in vainglory, the only thing I'm vain about is making sure you guys are okay. Even with this time right here, you know how much time I spend doing this, preparing for this, getting ready for this mentally, that I could be doing a whole lot of other stuff. But the market has allowed me to be able to reach some people that one or two of my sicknesses might be able to be a blessing to you, might be able to help you out, might be able to flow in your life, might be able, I see my thing, let it be known, shoot, might be able to help it out. I see you, Countess. Y'all let that stuff be known. Because listen, as you all have seen me evolve and come out of my shell, and stop being worried about the criticism that will be not constructive, but destructive to others who would read comments and wouldn't understand why some people say what they say. I'm no longer blowing up on folk and justifying. I'm going to let my work speak for me. You want receipts about the stuff I do? Man, I'm an open book. I give you the tax ID numbers for the stuff we do. I told you how much money I made. I'm not ashamed of anything because you know what? Let's be honest. None of you all that's on my platforms was in 1970 when my mother birthed me in Curve Village, Oklahoma. Well, we had to sit there and really struggle to eat. Really struggle to even have blankets to keep warm. Because my mother believed in her dream. She refused to clock in for another man. Sink, swim, or die with her kids. She was going to be an entrepreneur down pat. She was an educated woman. She had a chance to go to college, and she did not because she chose marriage. She had a chance to become a recording artist and travel the world, and she did not because she chose to be a mother. And when she understood the value of owning your own, she walked away from nursing and started her own cleaning business. While she was being a CNA and cleaned up behind poop and everything else for less than a couple of dollars back then. She started her own business, and God blessed her to have one of the most predominant, wealthiest women in Oklahoma because she worked for some of the most wealthiest men in this city. Senator Robert S. Kerr. My mother raised his kids, worked in his house. The Dudley drugstores, all the Dudley drugstores that was in Oklahoma, my mother worked for him, helped raise his children. 4 or 5 other names that she told me that they'll forgive, of senators and of people, of judges that my mother worked for. Cleaned their house. Was called the black high yellow slave working for the white man. But she was getting the white man's check every week. Where everybody else was clocking in for the white man and you had to sit there and pay everybody else before you got paid. It went from their hand to hers. Point blank period. She worked that business until she was able to work that business. My mother has helped employ over 100 people, give them a lifestyle, cause them to be able to have their own business birthed out of hers. Taught me business, taught my sister, my brother business. That's where we get this from. A woman, a black woman, who had a condition that no one ever understood about her being anemic, that her being highly fair yellow, almost albino, that people called her out her name, and she took it. No, I'm not talking about the white people, I'm talking about her own people. And she took it to the chin and kept going in snow, ice, and water. Rain, that's what I'm talking about. Floods, tornadoes. My mother was still on that goddamn bus stop, or she'll walk sometimes 5 miles, one way, just to go clean house, and walk another 5. When they found out my mother was walking, they said, no, you're not doing that. And Mr. Kerr, every 4 years, would make sure that my mother had a car. Yeah, I guess that little old white, black girl slave really did some impacting things, huh? So did. Because now she got an 850 credit score. She drives whatever car she want to drive. Her house is paid off. She has a 401k, IRA, all that. You know what my mother's doing at 85 years young? Walks a mile a day, works out 3 times a week, She goes sit in a nursing home where people who are 60 and 70. My mother's 85. They can't talk, they can't move, they can't wash themselves. And an 85-year-old woman is giving assistance to them. You think I ain't no king? And I come from straight royalty. On my daddy's side, two of my grandfathers was the chief of the Choctaw Nation there in Watauga. And look what kind of mother that I had. So I had nothing but to do, but to rightfully reclaim our rights. There's a lot of stuff I don't know, a lot of stuff I'm still learning. But guess what? As I grow, as I win, we win. As you win, we win. I don't know why God, I don't know how God's putting all this together, but I'm glad that he's using me at this time in my life, get ready to turn 54, June the 10th, to impact, if it's just one, then that one be impact. Let me become successful by helping you become your greatest dream. Because my success is not built within my own. It doesn't matter how many houses I have, cars I drive, how many more gold and stuff you see me wearing. That's my wealth to give over to those that's in need in the kingdom, my children and my grandchildren. Set up that wealth. That when the economy crashes and all that, and diamonds and gold still holds its value, my children would not ever starve. Never have to repeat what Pawpaw had to do. Never have to worry about what's in the cabinet, ever. Because they have something to barter and trade. Because I don't care how desolate a land gets, gold still shines and diamonds still attract. Point blank period. When cash is no longer going to even be needed, like it is almost right now. One thing that everyone still recognizes, even in the most impoverished areas, is gold and diamonds. So every kingdom, wealth was not only in this coin, it was in this gold that pressed. The pressing was done on the gold to show who was in rule. Caesar, Pilate, all of them. So they took the gold. So when I understood, that's why I wear it. I don't have to be flashy. And the most plainest thing that I wear, I get the most attention. And I thought it was weird. It only has one little symbol on the shirt and one little symbol on the pants. Everything else is plain. But I get more compliments, more talkings to, more inquiries wearing that than I ever will wearing Louis and silver and gold and platinum and all this other kind of stuff. Wood, which is not from here. This wood is from China, actually. It's from a place in China that's very, very nice. I can't pronounce the city, but when I found out what the lady was from, and this comes from the lady who does my hands and feet. She had this specially made for me from my hometown. This is the most valuable thing on me. Not this 10,000, not these thousands. This right here is the most valuable. You know why? Because it came from someone who loves me, who honors me. When she does my hand and feet, she said, there's something different about you. I never told her who I was. I never told her how I represent. But she washes my hands and feet like you're supposed to do a king, one who serves. I serve not to be served. But when I am served, I'm honored. Because I understand that you don't have to. I serve the King of Kings, the one who rules me, the one who rules all of us. And I serve him with everything that's in me. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Don't you mismark me, because you don't know me. You've never been in prayer with me. You've never been at that altar with me. You never have served with me. If you have not, you don't know me. You know a form of me. You know what I show you. But come, I invite you. Come tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Look at some of the merchandise. But after you get to look at the merchandise, let's sit down and have a little talk. Let's talk about some things. Let's see what we can work together, collaborate. Don't come back to my pocket. There's something more valuable than what's in my pockets. You can get what's in my mind. It can end up turning your whole life a 180. See, some of y'all want a 360. That means you're going to start back over. You want a 180. That means you leave this place and never repeat it again. 53 years. I know something. Multiple businesses. Never been homeless. Never been without. Never will. Because when I had to as a child, when it was not my choice, my mama busted her tail to make sure that I learned the lesson of poverty. See, my mother didn't teach me how to be rich. She taught me how to be poor and yet not beg. To be without and never look like you. To still be proud to hold your head up represent the place that you were born in, the place that you live in, the place that you have to go and fight roaches and fight rats because it's connected to other people who are nasty and dirty. But yet you still have to live and survive through that. And not let nobody know outside of that wall what life really is inside those walls. Prayer, faith, believing. Let them see the results. Don't let them hear your pain. That's what she told me. When I finally made it, I made her a promise that I would not ever forget where I came from. I've always had a desire to reach other people. I'm not perfect. I'm human. I'm a man. You're a woman. You fine. I'm going to talk to you. I mean, I'm making it publicly known. What the hell else I got to do? I'm honest. Don't be fine. Don't have a booty and breast and be ugly. I might still holler at you. Because I'm a man. But as I get through with my little antics and you tell me no or yes or whatever you're going to say, let's sit down and do business. Let's sit down and make your life different. What the hell? Well, why do every man got to come at me? Because we're hunters. Why you got to look like you need to be hunted? Shoot. Stop looking single. Won't nobody talk to you. I'm just me, man. I'm the worst salesman. I'm just me. And I'm like this all the time. One thing you gonna say about me, that nigga never lie. Another thing, he real. He gonna just say, I'm gonna say, what? I'm grown. Hey, what am I saying that's wrong anyway? I'm telling y'all the truth. I think that's a shocker to some of y'all women. That when I do come in your life, you like, did you really just say that? Yes. Like, why is that? Why is what I'm saying not common? Why is everybody you hang around can't talk this way? What is it about you to make people scared to say what that's real on their heart? I ain't scared of you. I'm going to say, what you going to tell me? Bye? No, you doing you a favor. And me too. Get out. Bye. See you later. We'll pass one another again. Or not. I'm not hurt. You shouldn't be either. So if we don't work, we just don't work. But what you so offended by because somebody said something to you and you got all made up? Sometimes y'all look rough and I still say, hey, what's going on? You're like, why are you talking to me? My eyes ain't done good. Thank you. Fine, I get a chance to see you. Woo! Yes, Lord. This is your real hair? Like, really? Wow. Great. So, my announcement's over with. Y'all, this is our person, got stuff in it. Y'all know how much this little thing costs? This thing costs $2,200. Now, this ain't fake. This is real. Got the little pocket back here. This is real. This is the real thing. $2,200. You won't pay for that. I can get it for you. I just have to tell somebody I want to go. They ask me about a certain kind of price. I say, I can get it. But you got to work with me. And then you can't jump on me about the prices I'm supposed to give you because it's going to be on the low, low, low. And then if you ask me it's real, I'm going to take it back from you, give you back your money. I don't need your money like that. Don't ask me that. You said, what? Don't mislead these people. Their good time with you is in passing. Yeah. Listen, I tell you, I'm going to treat you right. I'm not perfect, but I promise you this, when you leave and you come talking that walk, you'll think about it twice. You'll be like, damn. But guess what? Come on, man. I know that. Listen, let me tell you something. Just like before I understood what a good woman was, I took advantage of those because I didn't know them. I didn't know who they was. I didn't know what a good woman was outside of my mom. But when I learned what a good woman was, and I went and talked to my mom about it, and I was 12 years old. Yes, I was 12. At 16, I dated a 32-year-old, so y'all just pray for them, not me. I've always been, a king is going to always attract whatever. Y'all just got to understand that. I've been doing this I've been living this life, man, since I was 12, actually, to be honest with you. You don't be like full-fledged, 11 going on 12. Yeah, I just had. Everybody's not made the same, I guess. Anyway. But my mom told me, she said, never lie to them. Show the greatest faith. Don't give up. Y'all think not lying you give you choice. No. Not lying you give you respect. She said, if you respect a woman, because that's all you men want, you'll be amazed what a woman will do. Never disrespect a woman. She'll never forget about you. She'll never forget you. She'll always remember the person that highly respects. What's up, Queen Meg? She always will. If I don't do nothing else right with y'all, and Martasia and Chastity all them tell them, Gigi, Sheree all tell them, I respect y'all. I ain't never called not one of these women that's on here a B, a H, or none of that. None of that. Mad at them or not, none of that. Open the doors for every one of them. Pull out the chest for every one of them. I still yet don't remember none of them paying for a whole trip or meal of food. I mean the whole thing. No. They put their part in, but not the whole thing. And sometimes not nothing. Because since y'all want to think about money. Because if I'm broke, I ain't taking them nowhere. Duh. If I ain't got the money's invested somewhere else, we're just going to find something free to do. We're going to still do something, but it ain't going to take no money to do it. And everything don't take money. Sometimes it's just the time. Sometimes I just want to see them, just sit there and look at them, see how pretty they are. And listen to what they're talking about. And give them a platform to share what they're doing. Man, y'all women are intellectually sexy, like smart. You just need somebody to say, do it, go, no, what? Put that down, go do that. That's it, that's you. Yeah, it's a win-win, because when you win, we win. And this is one thing I told my mom. If any woman I'm in their life, I'm going to make it hard as hell for you to replace me. I'm going to make it hard. Lord, I'm going to make it so hard for you to replace me. You try to replace me, you're going to have to find God, his third son or something. I'm going to make it hard, man. I'm going to be nice, polite, loving, kind, cordial. I'm going to make it hard. I'm going to make it hard. They might be able to do one or two other things better than me, but to do the whole package, I'm going to make it hard. I'm going to make it hard. Somebody said, you like you smell good. I'm going to make it hard. I smell better than what I look. I'm going to make it hard. I'm going to make it hard. I got abs on here. If I can pull this up, y'all should see my abs every day. I'm going to make it hard. At 53 years, I'm going to make it hard. Somebody say, show me your pecs. I'm going to make it hard. Your man can't do that. He can't do that. Your grandpa can't do that. I'm afraid. Let me stop. All right, 5 o'clock tomorrow. Hey, be on here. 5 o'clock tomorrow at Central Standard Time. Be in Oklahoma City. Be in Oklahoma City. If you're in Texas, Tulsa, be in Oklahoma City tomorrow at 5. Don't be late. Be here at the Presley's on Lincoln between 36th and 49th. Between 36th and 49th on the west side. You're going to see a big sign that says the Presley. Come on the first floor at 5 o'clock. I'm going to have some stuff out. I'm going to be selling some stuff half price. Especially if I wore it and I'm not wearing it again, half price. Getting out of here, okay? You're going to be able to buy some stuff for your man, your boo, your son, whatever. Some of my tracksuits is $225, going to be $100. Some of my tracksuits is $325 and $389, like $400, $200. I might even sell it for $150. Come and get it while it lasts, because once it's gone, that sale is going to be gone. Everything goes back to regular price. Because I need that stuff again. I'm just getting rid of stuff in my house because I got a whole nother shipment that's coming in. I showed y'all the clothes I got. This is stupid. This is crazy. But I got it to share with you all. And then some of y'all, if you come, I might just give you some. Never know. I always give away things. Those of you that come live, you're going to be a part of a giveaway. Of a purse that's about $700 purse. It's really $2,300, but I said it for $700. Now this is one of them. Let me show you the rest of them when we out here. Let me show you my all white collection. Well, let me show you the color collection. So I got maroon. I ironed everything and made the crate of everything. This is the blue one. I might wear this one tomorrow. This is the blue one. God, did y'all see that? Oh, that is nice. That is nice. That is nice. I don't know when I'm going to wear it out, but I have to get a special occasion. That's a special occasion. All these are my royal robes. My royal robes. And here's the white collection. I love this one too. Y'all know I love black and white. I'm going to wear this sometime next week. This one's for sale. This was the Versace one that I was talking about. This one and then the blue one. Those you have for sale. This right here It's a whole nother game changer. Look at that. Oh my God, look at that eagle. That is beautiful. So between that eagle and that lion head, man, crazy. So I'm trying to see if I can get either Louis or Gucci or Versace to make me one with King Hulk. Something that's going to kind of bring it out too. And one of these two or something. I don't know, we'll figure it out. And of course you have to do it. You have a great one. You ain't got to go home.